Hello, third graders. Hope you're all doing well. Today we will talk about layers of soil. Now, if you ask yourself, what's the meaning of the word layers? What are layers? If you look at this cake is made up of 4 layers of cake. So that's the meaning of the word layers. Now, if you could dig deep into the soil, you can see that the soil is made up of different layers too. This is called the soil profile, or it's a vertical section that shows the layers of the soil. Now, I got you this picture to show you that different layers of the soil have different colors. You see, it starts as very dark and then it goes lighter and lighter to very light in color. So, keep in mind that some of the living things live in the first layer of the soil, which is the darkest color, like the earthworms and some microorganisms. When we say microorganisms, we mean that we need a microscope to see these living things. So microorganisms, they are living things that we need a microscope to see them, like bacteria. And of course, we also know that some of the living things dig burrows under the ground in the soil, like rabbits and snakes and rats and mice and rodents. So, let's start. The first outermost layer, it's called the surface litter. This is not really a layer of the soil, but it is on top of the first layer, and it contains grasses, plants, and animals. Now, the first layer of the soil, it's on top of it, it's called the topsoil. Now, the topsoil is the darkest in color. If you see here, it is the darkest in color, and that's because it has humus the most. And remember, the more it has humus, the more it is rich in nutrients and the more it is fertile. Okay? Now, the second layer of the soil is called the subsoil. Now, if you notice that this layer, it is lighter in color, which means that it has fewer to no humus and it has fewer nutrients. And if you can see that only few plant roots can reach this layer, not like the topsoil, because, most of the plant roots, they are in the topsoil. Now, if you go deeper, the last layer, or the lowermost layer of the soil, is called the bedrock. Now, the bedrock here, it has a solid rock, and these solid rock, they haven't been weathered or broken down yet. Now, bedrock is very important because this is where the soil was formed. When bedrock is on the surface of the earth, and rain and wind and sun and other things, they will weather the bedrock or turn it into smaller and smaller pieces of rock. And then when it will mix with air, water, and humus, then voila, soil will be formed, right? So, thanks for watching. That's all, and I'll see you next time.